So, ethical principles in counseling, malapit na ako matapos, no? Counseling as a helping professional suggests that one has assumed the responsibilities of the profession in providing for the clientele and serving the public. So, yung counseling ho, as a helping professional, sinasabi ho dito, no? We have responsibilities toward our clients. We have responsibilities toward the public for public good and public interest. So, ibig kong sabihin, ano tayo, may responsibilidad tayo sa mga taong nakapaligid sa atin. Okay? So ano pa, a profession commitment to appropriate ethical and legal standards is critical to the profession's earning, maintaining, and deserving the public trust. Adhering to such guideline is therefore the responsibility of all members of the profession. So ibig pong sabihin dito, no, at all times, bagamat hindi kayo tapos ng guidance and counseling, bagamat hindi nyo pa to napag-aralan before, pero alam nyo ho, no, we have ethical and legal standards when it comes to maintaining uh, the public trust. Ano? Or makuha natin yung sabihin na natin the concern of the people and their trust to us as professional counselors. Ano pa? Counseling requires commitment. Commitment to acceptable standards of performance or competence. Commitment to an accepted code of personal conduct in relation with clients and the public. And commitment to contribute to the public well-being that transcends monetary gain. Well, in fact, okay lang yon kasi may commitment tayo sa public, ibig sabihin sa publiko yung well-being nila. Minsan, talagang whether we like it or not, makakatanggap talaga tayo ng monetary, no? We will receive monetary gains. Okay lang yun. No problem. Pero hindi tayo magka-counsel as pastor counselor para kumita, no? Pero kapag professional talaga, the registered guidance counselor, somehow clinical psychology yung tinapos nila. So, they are doing that. They are working for the sake of monetary gain. Ano pa? So, the use of ethical principle is a method of guiding the quality of the services provided by the counselors. So, yan ho yun, the quality of training provided to counselors, the duty of protecting the clients. So, ibig sabihin, ang paggamit ho ng ethical principles, no? O yung nagagamit, o sabihin na natin, yung paggamit ng ethical principles ay a guiding method for what? To provide quality services. Okay? So ano pa? To provide quality of training for the counselors and the duty of protecting the clients. So yan po yung ethical principles o method of guiding ethical principles. So, according to Danny Luke and Haverkamp, the main ethical framework referred to in many discussions of therapy is based on the concepts of autonomy, fidelity, justice, beneficence, non-maleficence, and self-respect. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Yung ethical framework para sa therapy. Kasi may sinusunod ho tayo para malupit o matindi tayo makatulong. Ito ho yung i-discuss ko at dito ho ako malapit na matapos. Number one is the confidentiality. Counselors should respect the privacy of their clients and preserve the confidentiality of information acquired in the course of their work. So pag sinabing confidentiality, kapag yung client o yung counselee nag-open sa atin, ano, let's make it i-keep lang natin to. So tayo, no, in the context of Christians, in the context of leaders, being a leader, in the context of pastors, hindi reasonable, hindi ethical kapag may nagpa-counsel sa atin, tapos dinala natin sa church pag prayer meeting, uy, pag-pray naman natin si ganito kasi siya pala alam niyo na yung ibig kong sabihin. So hindi yun dinadala sa prayer meeting. Kasi dapat may confidentiality ang isang counselor. Pag siya nag-open sa'yo, di ikaw lang. Ikaw lang yung nakakaalam nun, ikaw at siya lang. Okay? There's a sense of confidentiality. So it is the legal duty of a counselor not to disclose the information about client. So hindi natin sila pwedeng pangalanan sa iba. Hindi natin sila pwedeng sabihin pag prayer meeting, ipag-pray po natin si ganito. Kasi siya po ay ganito ang pinagdadaanan. May babae po siya, may lalaki po siya. Alam mo yun? Siya po ay may ginawang kasalanan na hindi nakakalugod sa Diyos. Pagprayan natin siya. So, hindi ho ganun yun, ha? So, tayo ho as a pastor counselor, we have a sense of confidentiality. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-disclose basta-basta ng mga information. Next is the autonomy. Counselor should make every effort to foster self-determination and individual responsibility on the part of clients. Okay? So dapat ho, tayo may ginagawa tayo, no, na mag-foster tayo ng self-determination. And yung responsibility nung client dapat maunawaan niya na it's not about us, it's about him. Okay ho? It's not about us, it's about him. So, hayaan natin siya na magdesisyon para sa sarili niya. Hayaan natin siya na gumawa ng paraan para sa sarili niya. Hindi tayo magbibigay o magsasabi ng inputs na kung saan i-impose natin na yun yung gawin niya, no? Kaya nga autonomy, no? Okay? So, sa sarili niya, siya yun. Autonomo siya. Autonomo siya when it comes to decision making, kung ano yung gusto niya. Okay? It's a respect for the client's right to be ayun pala, sinabi ko na, to be self-governing. It is ethical responsibility of a counselor to encourage clients' independent thinking and decision making. Yan po yung sinasabi ko. Autonomous. Ibig sabihin, autonomy, sorry. Hayaan natin yung client natin na mag-isip siya, mag-decision siya na sa kanya mismo galing. Pero once again ho, anong part ng counselor? First things first, whether you like it or not, our part is to listen. Just listen. And then after we listen, help them to outline maisa-isa, maipakita natin yung mga pros and cons, yung mga advantage, disadvantages. At the end of the day, they will think, they will decide on their own. That is autonomy. Hindi natin sila pakikialaman. Ano pa? Beneficence. Beneficence is a commitment to promoting the client's well-being. So, ibig sabihin, hindi natin dadagdagan yung pasakit, yung kabigatan na nararamdaman ng ating client. Ano? So, dapat, pag mabigat, pagaanin natin. Pag stress siya, tulungan natin siyang mabawasan yung stress niya. Without emotional attachment, ah. So, this principle means to act in the best interest of the client to provide service based on training experience. And that is beneficent. So, provide service based on training experience. Ibig pong sabihin niya na makapagbigay ng serbisyo dun sa mga clients sa pamamagitan ng patuloy na pagsasanay ng skills when it comes to counseling. So, yung kanina, beneficence, ngayon naman, non-maleficence. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? Non-maleficence is a commitment to avoid harm to the client. So pag sinabing avoid harm to the client, physical or emotional harm. So iwasan ho natin yan, ha. Masaktan natin sila because of our words. Hindi natin iniisip, bitaw tayo ng bitaw ng mga salita na akala natin makaka-help sa kanila. Na akala natin ang lalim-lalim natin sa Diyos. Pero ano pala, hindi pala yun yung need nung client. Ano? So let us avoid harm to them emotionally, lalo na physically, 'di ba? Alam niyo ho, ano, ang counseling process, hindi ho yan magkatabi, hindi ho yan may lamesa, nakaupo ko dun sa lamesa tapos nasa kabila. Hindi ho ganun. May distance ho yan kung ilang meters yung layo ng client at saka ng counselor. Okay? So this principle is to avoid sexual, financial, and emotional or any other form of exploitation of client. Okay? So kaya natin ho to ginagawa yung non-maleficence para ma-avoid yung sexual relation. Ma-avoid yung financial exploitation as well as emotional exploitation ano. So kaya tayo ay may tinatawag na non-maleficence, commitment to avoid harm to the client. So next, justice. Counselor needs to provide fair, impartial, and adequate service to all clients. Kaya kapag halimbawa, pag ang session lang natin talaga na sinabi, 5 sessions or 3 sessions, 3 sessions lang. It should be fair to all. Okay? Counselor must provide just and equal opportunity disregarding clients' personal and social characteristics which might give rise to discrimination, oppression. So tayo ho yan, ano? There's an equal opportunity kahit pa sino yung pumunta sa atin. Kahit pa yan ay bakla, kahit pa yan ay tomboy. The moment na lumapit siya sa atin, our goal as a professional counselor is to cater, is to entertain that problem, whether we like it or not. So next is self-respect, is fostering the self-knowledge and care for self. Okay? So ano pa? Seeking counseling for appropriate personal professional support and development. So yan ho yun. Ano? Keep update on training, active encouragement in life-enhancing activities and relationship. So basic ethical principles of counseling, respecting human rights and dignity, i-respect natin yung kahalagahan ng karapatan nila, no, tsaka ng dignidad nila. I-respect natin na ang bawat tao ay may kakayahan magdesisyon para sa sarili niya. So our commitment hindi sa kumbaga ang commitment natin sa client natin is yung kanilang well-being. Ano? Ano pa? Fair treatment and providing equal opportunities, provision of adequate counseling services, ensuring integrity in counselor and client relationship, commitment to professional excellence, responsibility to the society. So yan po yung basic ethical principles of counseling.